Hey kids, welcome to the Chicago Style Podcast. Hustle so fast, it's more than podcast. Get a slice of your favorite Chicago personalities, events, music, sports, live music, which is different from music, by the way, with your favorite hosts, Brian and Becca, and of course, Murph in the morning.
Welcome, everybody. Becca is on location, but welcome to the Chicago Style Podcast. Here we go.
Isn't that nice? It's good to have a welcome. And speaking of an unwelcome, the Bears were shown the unwelcome wagon in their opening debut a Monday night at Soldier Field, which was surprising because they were winning the entire game.
Lost by 3 points.
They lost by 3 points, 27-24. Was that what happened?
Yep.
I was shocked. And we were all expecting a different outcome, a wonderful outcome, because Caleb Haney, who is not Caleb Haney, he's actually Caleb Williams.
Okay.
I was thinking of Mr. Haney on
South Park.
That's South Park. That's right. Mr. Hanky.
Oh, Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky,
That's
Mr.
right.
Haney.
Mr. Haney's from
surprised
Haney
to see the Bears lose on the lakefront when they were winning the entire game. And, we're all hoping this is not the same scenario that we've seen for many, many years since Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields, and now, of course, Caleb Williams, who I do like a lot. I love his nails. Way to go.
Nice.
But maybe not for Bears. Bears don't get manicures, do they?
No.
Bears don't get their nails done.
They have claws.
No, they don't get their nails done. Look at my giant claws. You're a bear.
Yeah, but I guess if you're a quarterback,
you need
to be a little trimmed down.
And you need to be a little There's nothing in the claw.
The claw
and
area.
speak the claw knows all. Who's in charge here? The claw.
The claw.
Right, but maybe unfortunately the Bears did not pull it off, and I was surprised, and I think we all were. But maybe we shouldn't be surprised. But I think that the Cubs better start doing well in the playoffs or whatever they're doing, because it got a little scary.
The Cubs are technically bears too, right?
Cubs are baby bears. GC,
bears.
You've heard of a mama bear and her cubs.
And her cubs.
Right. So, that's
very interesting.
Right.
Because Illinois is not only not known for their bears.
Well, maybe they were a long time.
Point.
Did we drive the Bears out, kind of like the Vikings did?
I think so.
The Vikings were like, hey, hit it, pal.
Yes.
Right, with J.J. McCarthy, their new quarterback, who's, by the way, a rookie. Kind of a rookie. He's He sat last year while they had a different quarterback. I should remember who that is. But he was shipped off, I think, to Seattle or something like that. Anyway, here in Chicago, we like to address things in the fall, like Bears games and Bears sadness. Also, Happy Halloween is coming up.
That's right around the corner.
That's right, and that's going to be fun for the kids, and I think it's going to be fun for adults. It's always fun for me to walk around Downers Grove expecting wine in a big cup.
There you go.
Right, because that's what they do. The kids, they lean down to children like my kids, and they go, "What are you supposed to be?" And my son's like, "I'm supposed to be done with this block already. Can I please just get my name brand candy, and I can move along?" And I just kind of go,
What I love about the Halloween season is the places you go where they scare you, the haunted places.
Oh, the haunted house, haunted mansion.
Haunted mansions.
What is it, the 15th floor, the 33rd floor?
13th floor.
Yeah, right. They have
the
these.
Joliet prison.
The Joliet
prison has one.
Well, and that's, a lot of guys went to prison without it having to be Halloween.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, especially in Illinois.
But I'll tell you something I like to do. I also work as a scare actor at these particular haunted houses.
So when you're not doing the Chicago Style Podcast,
that's right,
featuring Brian, Becca, and Murph in the morning.
It's just basically October, the month of October, 4 weekends a year. I dress up as a scary individual, and I jump out of a cornfield, and I scare people.
Wait a minute. You're not currently right now
No.
dressed up as a scary individual?
No.
I was wrong.
This is my podcast look.
This is your podcast look. This is This is not a threatening or scary look. This is and I'd like to say, not quite your normal garden gnome garb or look, which you've been known to.
But we can do that.
But are garden gnomes part of the Halloween festivities?
I think that
they can be
for sure.
They can be.
They're all
right.
a part of the harvest. They're a part of
the harvest.
The harvest.
Garden gnomes are indeed a part of that. They're watching your garden.
That's right.
They're watching your garden grow, and
they're watching your pumpkins.
You're so proud of your garden, and you're raising your garden. You're getting the cucumbers and the pumpkins and the snap peas.
Right.
I don't know who's growing snap peas. I've seen people, even in the suburbs, in the city, growing corn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Listen, don't drive down California or Kedzie or whatever. You'll see people with chickens.
Yep.
Just there's just a rooster in this guy's yard.
That's right.
Guys with roosters right in the yard.
Yes, I hear one every morning.
You hear a rooster every morning.
I hear a rooster in the morning.
Do you live near a rooster, or you just hear one every morning?
A block away from the rooster.
A block away from the rooster.
Yep.
Now, so your rooster, you're actually neighbors with a rooster.
Yes, across the street, across the railroad tracks.
And this isn't, he's not out there for Halloween.
No.
This is something you're actually living near.
Exactly.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a little different out there. But
it's a little, now, when you say out there, where's out there?
It's out there in Manuka.
Manuka. Now,
Illinois.
not Manuka.
No.
Manuka.
Manuka.
Can I ask you, are there 2 O's in Manuka?
Yes, there is.
So, but it is Manuka.
Manuka.
Manuka,
or
tomato, potato,
correct.
potato. Let's call the whole Manuka off.
So in Manuka, they do have the wonderful Heaps Giant Pumpkin Patch, where that's where I go and I scare people. And if you've never scared people, it's one of the greatest.
I'm scared.
You look forward to it. Like right now in September, I'm like, Halloween's coming up. I'm going to be able to scare people.
You look forward to scaring people at the pumpkin patch.
And it wasn't until I started working
patch,
it.
It's
a pumpkin
What's
patch.
It called? Heaps?
It's called Heaps. Heaps. Heaps Giant Pumpkin Patch.
Heaps
gigantic pumpkins.
Oh, so these are, and pumpkins do get large.
Yeah.
I don't know really the breeding procedure with pumpkins. Maybe none of us do here on the Chicago Style Podcast. And by the way, I realize that pumpkins are outside of the Chicago parameters. They're everywhere. But let's talk about Chicago pumpkins. I've seen some massive pumpkins. And I guess that's something they do at all the 4-H fairs. Is that right? Is that what it's called?
So, yeah.
The kids, and do they still go to 4-H?
They're
just playing Roblox all day. I don't care about 4-H.
I think 4-H is on the internet now, so they don't have to leave their house.
Oh, they don't have to leave the house.
Right.
You can literally just judge your pumpkin right on the internet.
Your pumpkin,
right?
Your pig. Do your pig calls.
Do your pig calls.
Suey.
Oh, that's fun.
Test your milk for impurities.
Test your milk for impurities. I've never had my milk tested for impurities, but I guess they do that kind of thing. That's called homogenization.
Oh. It's a very nice word.
Ooh, you didn't know. You guys didn't know that the governor.
We didn't know.
And you didn't know that you'd hear on Chicago Style Podcast today that we're going to talk about homogenization.
I can't even say that word.
What is the hypotenuse bilateral of a triangle?
Whoa.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Can I just say one? Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin.
Right?
Wait, that's not.
That's my favorite word.
But I think that's blood. And that blood is scary, and that's Halloween.
That's
so
Halloween.
You brought us back.
You're bringing us back to Halloween.
And milk is not scary, even though. Can you homogenize blood? No.
That's your word, buddy.
Can you?
I don't know.
Listen,
I have no
I want to
idea.
tell you something. If you can homogenize milk, you can homogenize blood. I'm sure you can. I'm sure.
Well, maybe we could get
it hasn't been tried. We should get a
vampire in here.
Or a vampire, or I was going to say maybe a biochemist.
Okay.
Maybe from the Horst Jurgens family, my dad's family, who owns OmniLab in Bremen, Germany. Right? Allegedly. That's right. We'd like to keep things truthful here on the Chicago Style Podcast.
Before we start making accusations or anything like that.
You know what I'm talking about. No, I don't. I don't know what I'm talking about, and neither do you. Thank goodness.
That's right.
That's right.
So did they sell, Oktoberfest. That's
now that is definitely fall.
What I love about Oktoberfest, it actually starts in September.
Now, isn't it, buddy, it started when I was 9.
Boom.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe it's still Oktoberfest.
GC's at Oktoberfest all year. I don't know. GC, do you participate in perhaps a beverage now and then? Yeah, he says yes.
Oh, is he here? I can't see him.
We're going to cut a hole in that.
Yeah, we need my GC hole. Is that a thing? Can I get a GC hole?
You said GC hole, and this is a family show. But I want to tell you, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. What you folks can't see out there in podcast world is that GC is, and he should be, behind a curtain. Right?
Yes.
I mean, everybody has an engineer and a producer, an editor. Now, editors obviously work later on.
Right.
I don't know if it's obvious to all of you, but apparently editors work wherever the heck they want to, as long as they have a laptop, right?
Sure.
And when you do editing and you do production and you do engineering, you tend to hide behind, whether it's a physical, real curtain,
right?
like GC is right now.
Right.
By the way, GC stands for Giancarlo. Oh. So, I mean, you're back there behind the curtain, and you can't see him. And I can because of your angle. but we'd like to cut a hole in that curtain someday.
Or I was thinking about just getting a nice silhouette of him.
Silhouette.
I don't actually have to see him, but if
like,
I saw
remember the Michael Jordan silhouette in Home Alone?
In Home Alone,
and he's on the little train, and he's just rolling
a nice
around.
Little GC silhouette.
Sure, right.
And I'd have a string that would like wink at me, like that. You did a good job.
Do you guys give up, or are you thirsty for more? That little punk. Home
Alone.
Well,
that was like in Home Alone 2. That was like the epitome of living when he was in like New York.
Right.
Was like, and I think another.
He's at the Plaza Hotel.
He's like in a limousine, and he gets a pizza delivered to the limo.
Limo.
The limo.
Limo. And was that Rob Schneider, who was the Rob Schneider was the right. He was the front door guy. He was the bellman.
Yeah, that's right.
That's excellent.
Yeah, but so he gets the pizza
at
delivered
the Plaza Hotel, New York City.
Right. He gets
We'd
the
like
pizza
some sponsorship
delivered to the limo, and it's just like. That's the most amazing thing.
And I think we remember, and it's good to remember because Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are Chicago movies.
Lost in New York is Home Alone 2.
Lost in New York.
But based in Chicago.
I mean, we give New York some props because he flew there by accident, didn't he? Right? This was a mistake, because his mom went, Kevin! Again, but this is a Chicago movie produced by and written by John Hughes.
Right? Or no, Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus.
The director.
Not to be confused with the guy who sailed across the water 470 years ago.
Right. Not the same
Is my
person.
math correct on that? We don't know.
No.
In 1692, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
That's right.
And then one day he ended up on the Chicago Style Podcast.
Wasn't it 1492 though?
It could be 1492.
I think it was 1492.
You think it's 1492?
Yeah, I think it was a little earlier.
Yeah, you're right.
1692 seems like we had the Wild West
yesterday.
Going on
it seems like yesterday, the 1692. I was back. I was in 5th grade in Evanston, Illinois in 1692.
1692.
Now my troubles seem so far away. Right? Yeah, I don't know. The Beatles are now entering the Chicago Style Podcast.
That's
Oh, that's fun.
Just like who's our guy singing coming up?
Coming up is Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxcars at Joe's Live in Rosemont, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to attend that event. Ed Worm, my man, 50 grand, told me, please try to stop by. We do love Ed. Joe's on Weed, and that's not what you're thinking, folks. It's not Joe's on Weed. It's Joe's on Weed Street in Chicago, right around the corner from like North and Clybourne, that area. And you're familiar with the Great Chicago Smokeout? Is that what it's called? It's a big country event.
Oh, yeah,
Chicago Smokeout.
That is,
and that's also the same guys, Ed, and all the boys produce a wonderful show there every year. Great country acts come in and other acts, and of course there's Joe's Live in Rosemont. And I do believe that Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxcars are going to be there.
Yeah.
The brand of music
the 17th
is bluegrass, Americana, with a hint of Beatlesque.
Right, I'm looking for the exact how they.
Oh, what do they do?
What do they say?
Well, they all have the beards like in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Hey, I have done nothing. I'm not sure, but that is going to be in the fall in Rosemont. A wonderful Rosemont, by the way. If you haven't been out to Rosemont in a while, they've really done a lot out there. They have like a little baseball stadium.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and
I've never seen any baseball going on there, but I have seen that. I just drove by that the other day, and I was like, you know what?
The Chicago Dogs need to play a few more games, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they had Carlos Zambrano there last year pitching for a couple of innings, maybe. That's about it.
Okay.
But they have a great time out there, and they've got and there's the Rivers Casino, which is right down River Road.
Okay,
right.
Rivers Casino.
Next to my favorite topic, another river, not the Chicago River.
No.
But that river includes great places like Gene and Jude's, which is a fantastic hot dog place.
All right, speaking of hot dogs.
And speaking of hot dogs.
Real quick, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's
cover
get back
that.
to Billy Bob
Yeah,
Thornton.
Billy Bob.
What they like to call their type of music
is
called, or I just lost it. It's
called, that's okay. I've lost it myself.
Mod Billy.
Mod Billy.
Like mods from England and hillbillies from the United States come together.
Instead of hillbilly, this is Mod Billy.
Mod Billy. So he gets the British invasion and he gets the Americana music.
That's
and
amazing.
They blend it all together.
And they blend it all together.
Like a Chicago-style hot dog.
They put the lime in the coconut. Right? They mix it all up. That's right. That was what they used to say about 7-Up. But back to one of my favorite topics, Billy Bob Thornton. I'll bring you some hot dogs if you need them.
Right.
Gene and Jude's Hot Dogs on River Road. That's, I think, in Schiller Park, right near Rosemont, ladies and gentlemen. Just an amazing place with fantastic hot dogs. And therein lies the problem. Therein lies the fight. Do you want to go to
River Grove?
River Grove.
Once again, the river gets mentioned again.
Oh, buddy, you know my favorite topic is, well, I'll wait a second.
So I've been to Gene and Jude's, but not in like probably 15 years.
Now what? Oh, that is a while.
It's been a while.
That is a while in between Gene and Jude's hot dogs. Now in the old days, you could go to Portillo's and get a great hot dog.
Sure.
Maybe not quite as great as they used to be. It's important to have those Vienna casings on the hot dog because they snap like a pretzel.
You don't have the snap.
It's amazing.
In your wiener.
If you don't have the snap in your wiener, it's not the wiener you want.
Chicago style wieners. You go to the Wiener Circle, right?
Wiener Circle, which is on. Is that Clark? Now that's where you walk in there to get a hot dog. You're instantly disrespected by the entire staff.
Right.
Want to know why you're such a punk? You're covered with F-bombs. Clark Street. That great street. That's right, here in Chicago. The Wiener style, the Chicago style, but the Wiener Circle.
The Wiener Circle style.
On Clark is a fantastic place where you can get a great hot dog. Maybe not as good as Gene and Jude's.
No, but it's more about the entertainment factor.
More about, because everybody, I saw Jason Kelsey in there, which is Travis Kelsey's brother the other day. It seems like stars all over the nation are now trying to visit Wiener Circle when they come to Chicago, and they've always got some crazy document.
Well, didn't they just have like a musical artist like perform?
Oh, it was.
Who was that?
Who was the musical? Somebody did perform, and the whole street was very crowded with fans.
Bad Bunny?
Yeah, was it Bad Bunny? But man, it might have been Bad Bunny. I don't understand a thing that Bad Bunny is saying, but apparently it's not necessary for me to, because he's just great, and I'm not. I'm on the Chicago Style Podcast, but Bad Bunny's just a wonderful artist.
I'm sorry, it was Marshmello.
It was Marshmello. DJ Marshmello.
Yes.
Do I know him?
Yeah,
sure I do.
Yeah, you know some marshmallows. He's the guy that wears the marshmallow.
I thought he's the one that wears the marshmallow, and then the kids put him on a stick and put him in the campfire.
That's right,
and that's fun.
And that's how s'mores were
Now
invented.
let's talk about. And that's how s'mores.
Allegedly.
Have you made a s'more?
Yeah, we make them all the time.
You make them all the time.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a graham cracker.
Okay.
And then like a Hershey's chocolate.
Hershey's chocolate.
And then marshmallows.
And
maybe some aristocratic people put a slather of honey on it.
Ooh, I have heard about the honey, but I am not.
That's when you don't make it out of the backyard night, right? You just end up living in the backyard covered in honey and marshmallow and chocolate. And that sounds fun to me. What's wrong with that? Let's talk about Gene and Jude's main competition. A place on the south side known to many people as Jimmy's.
Jimmy's Red Hots.
Jimmy's Red Hots.
And this is, according to the internet right here, this is the purist's choice.
Purist choice.
If you're a hot dog purist.
You're a hot dog purist and you want to get down. Now, do they serve Jimmy's with the French fries like Gene and Jude's does? Gene and Jude's smashes your fries on top of the hot dog, and they're fresh cut, right? They're cut right there.
Right.
And it's just heavenly. Now, I do know that Demon Dogs,
right?
Pete Chevarelli's old place, which was on, is that Fullerton? The Fullerton L stop?
Demon Dogs, is that still around?
Demon Dogs is gone. It was at one time owned by Pete Chevarelli, the owner, and I want to say the owner of the rock band Chicago, which, and as we know, is one of the, here on the Chicago Style Podcast, is known as the best rock band ever to exist.
That's right.
Because they've got Saturday in the Park, 25 or 624. Right, and it just,
I'm the man.
I'm the man, baby.
Right
you are
there.
the man. Oh. But Jimmy's hot dogs, and I haven't had a Jimmy's hot dog in a while, but they are apparently fantastic. And I've argued with many people who have accents different from mine. You may notice I have a slight Chicago accent.
A little bit.
But you've got people who are from the Bridgeport and South who are like, oh, you just because you don't know nothing about hot dogs.
Right.
Okay? Yep. You haven't been properly educated. Let's go to Rico Benny's, figure it out, and then we'll go to Jimmy's.
Well, Maxwell Street did get a shout on best hot dogs in Chicago.
And they're very familiar.
24 hours.
Right. And 24 hours, they've always got that familiar bright yellow sign. Yep. It's like the Best Buy of hot dogs and bratwurst and maybe Chicago Polish.
And the pork chop sandwich.
Oh, the pork chops.
Pork chop sandwich.
I'm getting hungry talking about this.
We're going to have to take a run over there.
Yeah, guys, and we are starting to dedicate a little food in this segment, and why shouldn't we? It is the fall. We all want to eat a little bit more. That's comfort food. We like to eat, and we want to talk about Chicago style, and that leads us to one thing only, and that would be pizza. What's your favorite pizza aside from hot dogs, what's your favorite pizza out there? Where are you from? Do you have a special neighborhood pizzeria that you like? Like I'm from Evanston, and of course everybody in Evanston knows Gigio's Pizzeria on Davis Street, kind of up near the Metro, kind of up near what used to be called the Northwestern Train or the Evanston Express. And great pizza, or I thought it was because I was a kid. I would just pour a half an hour's worth of grease off at the top of the pizza, put that in a special cup, take that home with me. But you can get a great, and I'm a sausage and cheese kind of guy.
Sure.
A lot of people, all my kids are pepperoni.
Okay.
I don't know why. And then there's the connoisseurs who only want cheese.
Sure.
They only want cheese. And now
I define my pizza place by a simple mushroom cheese pizza.
Ooh,
if they can make a mushroom and cheese pizza the way that I like it, I know I can order anything else.
Well, being a representative of the garden gnomes and all garden gnomes here in the Chicagoland area, never mind the nation, and these are people to be highly respected. They help you grow your vegetables and all that stuff, including mushrooms, and you would put mushrooms on a pizza, especially if you were a garden gnome. Murph is getting his garden gnome garb together. He can't find it. But I mean, Murph, you're already gnomish. You know, we do have a camera on Gnome Murph today, don't we? Yeah, and he's digging.
All right, take it off.
Take it off. Hey, can I get 100 singles, Kim Kardashian, to put on my favorite garden gnome right over here? Why not? You know, making it rain.
There we go.
Oh, wow. Well, the weather outside is frightful.
Garden gnome.
And inside, Murph is so delightful. Oh, and wait. And it becomes a nose.
Right.
Now, I would think a gnome has a red, if you're looking for a red-capped wonder hiding behind a juniper bush, you may know Murph or some of Murph's people, you know, and Murph's people include people like this. We represent the Lollipop Guild, and you may have seen me do that in the past, but it's good to, now, I didn't know that garden gnomes traveled so heavy with a squawk box, but that's important.
Well, you know, we when we're by ourselves, we get lonely, so we need to hear other voices.
I didn't know garden gnomes got lonely.
Yeah. Well, you're in the garden by yourself.
Only the lonely, only. But now, wait a minute. You're in the garden by yourself because you're busy helping the human who thinks they're doing such a great job of gardening.
Right.
Garden.
Well, no, they just usually pay us to hang out and look cool.
Oh, you're paid.
Yeah, we're paid.
You guys are paid union scale. Yeah.
We don't get into the magic anymore.
No fun, no fun.
No, we don't have to dig nothing. We used to have to dig a lot.
I'm not digging nothing.
No more.
Right.
We stand there.
And now I see a lot of statues of garden gnomes.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Those are
misrepresented.
Those are my fallen brothers from before.
Oh,
so we honor the fallen.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea that you guys had like a gnome society.
To all
the gnomes I've loved before.
Yes. And they need your love. The gnomes need your love.
Sure, right. And that brings us to another important topic. And I did mention Jimmy's Hot Dogs, but also that leads us into the fall, that leads us deeper into Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And into the Christmas season.
Yes.
And now gnomes don't help Santa. Those are elves who help Santa.
Yeah, those are elves.
But I want to, and I like how direct you were. Yeah, those are elves.
Are elves. Different.
But now, not to bring up, is it J.R. Tolkien or C.S. Lewis that would definitely say that gnomes, dwarves, and elves are all different guys? But I do believe that's C.S. Lewis, maybe?
You know, when other people write your history,
right,
they kind of have a tendency to make it their own.
I don't know if that's J.R. Tolkien is Lord of the Rings, so it must be C.S. Lewis.
Yeah,
who is Lord of the Rings. I think
no, that's Tolkien.
It is J.R. Tolkien. Yeah. Okay, so J.R.
Now we got to see.
Oh yeah, we got to check into this, guys, because. You may see, what does this have to do with Chicago style? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. I don't know what it has to do with Chicago style, but Murph is funny, and he's a garden gnome, and you're supposed to know that. And I'm sure you have plenty of guys in your clubhouse or in your friendship circle that do look like garden gnomes or elves or dwarves.
So you're right, but Narnia was his big
Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia. That's right. Not a Chicago author. This is a British man, right?
No. Well, yeah, British, Irish-born. He's an Irish-born scholar.
Really?
Yes,
an
he's a
Irish-born. Well, we have plenty of Irish people here in Chicago. Maybe that's the connection. Maybe that's the connection right there. But leading back to Chicago, gosh darn it.
Yes.
Why don't we talk about Chicago architecture during the fall, and also all the great places you can see the autumn leaves in the Chicagoland area. You could talk about the Morton Arboretum.
Right.
You can talk about the lakefront.
The lakefront,
the beautiful Chicago lakefront. By the way, folks, aside from violence and craziness here in Chicago, which I'm not privy to all this, by the way.
It's on the news, so you can find it. It's on the news. You can find it on the news.
Right, the news. We're
sure,
done with
it happens to everybody. It happens to people.
Fake news is not huge. Fake news is not huge, folks. It's I don't see a lot of violence in Chicago. I see a lot of people having great time, enjoying the Chicago River, enjoying the turning of the leaves, what we call the autumnal season, which is going to be starting about now. What is today? Today's September 9th or 10th?
The 10th.
Is it the 10th?
Yep.
The leaves are going to start to change around now. You can go up to Wisconsin and see incredible the hues of the leaves that change, and then you have to rake up the leaves. And by the way, I'm not raking up anything this year. Are you raking anything?
We have a collector.
You have a guy who comes.
No. We have a riding lawnmower that has a collector on the back.
It just vacuums up the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's amazing,
yeah, it's
right?
That's
fun. Good.
Yeah.
That's good. And you can enjoy maybe a slice of great pizza.
Yes.
By the way, you didn't mention your favorite pizza.
Well, growing up on 87th and Cicero.
Over
there.
Wait a minute. I didn't realize I was dealing with such a dangerous person.
That's right.
Speaking of
danger.
I
grew up on the south side of Chicago. We had a little place on, I believe, 83rd and Pulaski.
83rd and Pulaski.
Called Waldo Cooney's.
Waldo Cooney's Pizza.
Waldo Cooney's Pizza was my favorite. Is thin crust.
Is it still there?
Yeah, they still have, and they branched out.
A note to anybody who wants to make money: open up a pizzeria. They stay forever.
Right. Unless there's a bunch of them.
A bunch of Waldo Cooney's.
And then growing up too, like my little pizza place in hometown Illinois, because as the little town I grew up in was called Hometown.
So your hometown
is named Hometown.
Yes,
generic. It was the greatest thing filling out applications.
When you say generic, was it like a white can with green writing on it?
Exactly, like that generic. Like that's how the houses were. They were duplexes right next to each other.
Oh my god!
Hometown was built
by Sears.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
they were built. I forget the
Sears would catalog you a house back then.
But it was basically set up for World War II veterans to come back and have a place to live. And then the regular
I'm a veteran. Where do I live? My car. That's right.
You work and live in your car. But the local pizza place in Hometown was called Pizza Plus. Pizza Plus was amazing.
Pizza Plus? What is this, off a Toy Story?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Pizza Planet.
And then the high school years made it out towards Bridgeview.
Yeah.
And Bridgeview, Oak Lawn, Bridgeview area there.
Yes,
there's a place called Phil's Pizza.
Oh, now Phil's is good.
Known, yeah.
So if you work at Polecats, which maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Some people don't.
Some people do. Some people don't. Maybe Polecats isn't for you.
It's a place.
Or maybe it is.
Or maybe Polecats.
Polecat. Well, as the internet calls it, or AI calls it.
Polecats.
Come down to Polecats and have a great time. Right. Now you will get Phil's Pizza in that area. Now that's 95th and Harlem. That's Oak Lawn. That's that area. That's Bridgeview.
Right, Bridgeview.
Right.
And Phil's is on Ridgeland, 87th and Ridgeland.
87th and Ridgeland. And Phil's is, guys, if you haven't had Phil's Pizza, this is good pizza.
One bike guy just was there.
Oh, the one bike. What now? Yeah, now he's Barstool Sports or whatever.
Barstool Sports. He
Dave
Portnoy.
Portnoy, right?
Yeah, but then
I thought that was just a name from Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to the Portnoys.
Yeah, that's right.
Who took my jelly beans? Who took my jelly? Give me my jelly beans back. Yeah. By the way, I'd like a few jelly beans over there, GC.
He's got jelly beans.
He's got something. He's entertaining a little snack over there. Not jelly beans and not pizza and not hot dogs.
All right.
But he's entertaining something over there, which could be Chicago style snacking. Yeah. In fact, it is, because he's doing it and he's in Chicago and he's snacking.
Very true.
Very true.
So then, fast forward to Chicago.
Yes.
And then I got to taste Pequot's.
Well, now this is pizza deluxe.
Right.
This is now it's changed a little over the years.
Sure.
But now that we're going to get out of the neighborhood pizza, and you want to talk about Pequods, you want to talk about Gulliver's, you want to talk about Lou Malnati's.
Right.
Some people are fans of Uno's and Duo's downtown. Right. Now they're like a block away from each other, but you get it right away, the symbiotic energy.
Sure.
Because you're sitting at Duo's eating a pizza and you're like, why does that say Uno's over there?
Exactly.
Or vice versa.
They're brothers, right?
They were brothers. Yeah,
split.
right. And they decided.
And what's the one? It's a male name. It's like Dave's Pizza or Brian's Pizza.
Huh.
It was a really good pizza.
Gulliver's?
No, it was
no.
it's like kind of a normal name.
A normal name.
And it was a really
By
good
the way,
pizza.
if you're named Gulliver, you're not normal.
That's not a
so
normal
says
name.
Murph in the morning.
I've only met 20 of them.
20 Gullivers.
That's not a real name.
That's not a real name, not for a garden gnome. And Murph's still wearing the garden gnome garb,
It's
by
very
the way.
comfortable.
It is.
very
Listen,
comfortable for
I
some
think
reason.
that people worldwide, nationwide, are very comfortable with garden gnomes.
Yes.
Right. And do garden gnomes like pizza?
Oh, definitely.
Of course they do.
For sure.
Becca, by the way, this segment goes out to you. I know
Becca,
you're out there.
We miss you, Becca.
Becca, we miss you
Come back
so
soon.
much, and we're going to cover this with hot dogs and pizza.
So you don't have to.
So you don't have to.
We're gonna take a riverboat trip.
A riverboat
trip and taste every pizza and hot dog along the river.
That's not a bad idea.
Right?
This would be the ultimate Becca crew. We could call it the Becca
Right.
cruise.
It's a food crawl.
Food crawl.
Instead of a pub crawl, we're gonna just
A
go
food
from
swim down the Chicago
Right,
River,
Chicago
stopping
River.
at all places that serve pizza and hot dogs.
That's right.
That would be
Ooh,
fantastic.
maybe get a
trip.
hot dog. Hot dogs on the pizza.
An adventure. Right.
Right.
A hot
dog pizza.
Ooh, now wait a minute.
Right.
Now we're gonna get calls, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Everyone, I apologize.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna cut up hot dogs
Can we-
and put it
can
on
we-
the pizza.
Can we beep that out? I apologize. I
beep
said
that out. That's actually a
apologize.
garden gnome. That's a gnome thing, right? That might be. You might have got that from your elf brethren, or perhaps some. What are the other things? Not dwarves. Gnomes, dwarves, and elves, right? That's all the guys right there.
Right.
All of them help make presents, or Santa gets upset with
Or cookies.
even Will Ferrell.
Right.
What's your name? Francisco. Oh, that's fun to say.
That is very fun.
That
to
is
say.
fun to say. Remember in Elf, he had to come by his dad, James Caan's office.
Right.
That was an odd pairing, right? That James Caan would be Will Ferrell's dad. But it worked, I guess.
No, it definitely worked.
I don't want to. What's the guy's name? Favreau?
Yeah, Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau is
Right.
the producer and writer of Elf.
I don't know. Is he from Chicago?
You know what?
I don't think so.
Oh, but listen, they have a
his buddy
Chicago
is.
flavor.
Yeah, they do.
Because now Jon Favreau, of course, always doing movies, or used to do a lot of movies with who's the guy from Swingers?
Right.
I forgot. Do you remember? I don't remember the guy from Swingers. Darn it.
Hold on, I'm looking at something else.
That's all right, man.
It's oh yeah, now you're making me.
Yeah, that's
think about
okay.
it.
We're gonna cut this whole thing.
Right, we gotta get rid of this.
We're gonna chop this
Right?
entire event. If we don't know the guys from Swingers, Jon Favreau and
I see his picture right. Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, sorry, Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that took 10 minutes. We
apologize.
got to cut that. That's
Yeah.
cut. Hey, Ivy, you know to cut that. Ivy's like, no, we're including all of that because you guys are born mess ups. So we're going to make that happen.
Right.
What else should we talk about? And have we talked long enough? I'm not sure, but we've talked about pizza. We've talked about hot dogs. We've covered Halloween, the Bears debacle on the lakeshore.
That's right.
And I would like to talk about, Christmas is coming up. Did we cover Christmas
We
a
started
little bit?
talking about Thanksgiving, but then we kind of veered off of that. So I think we should do Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday
Right.
coming up, and I'll tell you why. Because you don't have to give people anything but food and just general handshakes and hugs.
Good
and then you
times.
get mad at any kind of football games that are on, and that has a lot to do with what we opened with,
True.
which was the Bears debacle. And I don't know if the Bears play on Halloween this year, but we always know the Cowboys and the Detroit Lions seem to play on Thanksgiving every
Yes,
year.
you're right.
And then they have something that John Madden started, which was called the turducken, which is
Yes.
half turkey, half duck, and half
I think they'd be thirds.
or chicken.
Thirds.
Thirds.
It'd be a
So
third
not half. You
Wouldn't
can't
be
have a half, half, half.
Can't have three halves.
But you can have 3/3.
You can have 3/3.
You can have 3/3, but not three
Not
halves.
Yeah.
What if you're married to two people at the same time? Can you have 3 halves?
Ooh, I think so.
Especially if you're getting a divorce.
Or if you got 4 half. and
Welcome to
halves.
3 Halves Divorce Court. I'm
Right.
your host, Brian Schyler, overseeing this distribution of the marital wealth.
Nice, I like it.
That's right.
That's our other podcast.
That's our other podcast
Right.
called
Marital Woes.
Marital Woes, starring
Brian
Murph
and Mark.
Brian and Mark, who obviously are never getting married again because of a.
We know exactly what you shouldn't do because we've done it.
Right. That's right. We know exactly what you shouldn't. I didn't know. But now, Murph, were you married?
No, I was never married.
Okay, I was married twice, and it was so much fun that I cut it out. Cut it out, folks. That's enough. But listen, it produced beautiful people, children. Yep. And, I love little Blake, big Brett, and, of course, my good friend, Brooke.
Nice.
That's right. All these wonderful people. Guys, this is the Chicago Style Podcast featuring Murph and Brian. We seem to have run out of ideas, but we do have a squawk box. We do have a red hat. And for guys, yeehaw, that's right. And we'll talk about yeehaw next time, which has not much to do with Chicago.
No.
But
this does.
Thank you, folks, very much.
Thanks,
love
everybody.
The Chicago Style Podcast. We are your hosts, Murph in the morning, of course, Brian Schyler, and we'll see you next time. Becca, we love you and send out all the respect in the world, of course, to the CineCast.
CineCast family.
CineCast family.
CineCity.
CineCity. I can't talk
GC,
anymore. GC,
Stan,
I've had enough.
Vincent,
That's
Rob.
right. We love you. And we'll see you
everyone,
next time.
thank you so much.
Goodbye, folks.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.